good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with the new topic, the genetic material is DNA of the chapter molecular basis of inheritance. Now, before going to start, first revise our previous class content, then proceed to the today's topic. In previous class, we have already discussed about the different characteristic of DNA. So, Watson and Crick first give the model of genetic material or model of DNA or structure of DNA. According to him, DNA is formed by a double helical structure, which is a polynucleotide chain. There are two polynucleotide chains which attach with each other with the help of hydrogen bond. On the basis of nitrogenous bases, presence of nitrogenous bases, the hydrogen may be R of 2 or maybe 3. Depend upon the presence of nitrogenous bases. So A always bind with thymine by double hydrogen bond, whereas cytosine always bind with guanosine with triple hydrogen bond, and vice versa. So overall, these are the characteristics. Now both the helix are present in antiparallel in direction. If one strand is in direction of 5' to 3', so another one is in direction of 3' to 5' in direction. 5' in direction. So overall, though show the anti-polarity because of the bond formation in between the nitrogenous bases of two different strands of DNA. Thus, the one of the strand get anti-parallel with respect to other. If we talk about the polynucleotide chain, each nucleotide consists of 3 compounds. These compounds are phosphate, pentose sugar, and nitrogenous bases. There are 4 types of nitrogenous bases. These 4 types are grouped into 2 main types, purine and pyrimidine. Purines are adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines are cytosine and thymine. That are heterocyclic group. The pyrimidines are heterocyclic group. Now both are interconnected. The purine always bind with pyrimidine by double or triple hydrogen bond. It depends totally on the presence of type of nitrogenous bases. Now, one nucleotide is formed by the phosphate group, and the phosphate group bind with pentose sugar, or pentose sugar bind with the nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous base make a bond with pentose sugar by bond or add by the bond and glycosidic linkage. Whereas phosphate, one nucleotide with the other nucleotide bind with the phosphodiester bond. So overall, there are 3 types of bond. Phosphodiester bond is present in between the 2 nucleotide, and glycosidic linkage in between the pentose sugar and the nitrogenous base, and hydrogen bond in between the 2 nitrogenous bases of 2 different strands. So overall, these are the characteristics of DNA. Now, in the search of DNA, Griffith experiment also done by the Frederick Griffith in 1933, or he discovered he gave the transforming principle. According to the transforming principle, the R type of strain in the presence of genetic material of S type converted into the S type of strain, that non-virulent to convert into the virulent characteristic. So that is shown by the Griffith experiment, but the reason behind the transformation of these bacteria not considered by the Griffith experiment. So thus the biochemical characterization was done by the 3 scientists. Oswald, Colleen, McCarthy done the biochemical characterization of transforming principle. They used a different enzyme for the degeneration of different biomolecules. These biomolecules are protein, RNA, and DNA. Mostly the major doubt that what is genetic material based on 3 biochemical compounds. These are protein, DNA, and RNA. But according to biochemical characterization, when they use the 3 enzymes, RNA is for RNA degeneration, DNA is for DNA degeneration, and protease is for protein degeneration, used for used for the analysis of biochemical that convert the R form into the S form. Now, after the biochemical characterization, they identified that DNA is that material. Due to presence of DNA, now R form are able to transform itself into S form. But most of the scientists are not satisfied the experiment done by these three scientists or biochemical characterization. Later on, then Hershey and Martha Chase discovered the genetic material is DNA. Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase gave the DNA is genetic material in 1952. According to him, DNA is genetic material. How they identify? So when they was working on bacteriophage, they identified that bacteriophage cause infection on bacteria. Bacteriophage grow on bacteria or infect bacteria. They use bacterial cell for their reproduction. They use bacterial cells for their reproduction. They use bacterial cell for their reproduction. So how they use bacterial cell for their reproduction? Actually, they transfer their genetic material into the bacterial cell, or after transferring their genetic material into the bacterial cell, they use machinery of bacteria for their replication simply. So here is bacteriophage that infect bacteria. Bacteriophage cell membrane or the coat is formed by protein, simply protein, and they have the genetic material DNA. They have their genetic material DNA. So how they infect bacteria? They only transfer their genetic material into bacteria, that DNA, or these DNA undergoes in replication and form 2 DNA from 1 and 4 from 2 and so on, multiplication. And thus the several bacterial DNA formation occur, or the protein code also associated with the DNA, because DNA have the genetic information about the bacteriophage or have the information about the type of protein code. So the translation occur through DNA, transcription occur, mRNA get formed, from mRNA protein gets synthesized. These proteins are bacterial protein or not. In the bacterial protein, the DNA associated with the bacterial code around the genetic material. Protein code get aggregated around the genetic material, thus they form the virus, and after bursting the cell, all these virus releases out from the cell. So here is the whole mechanism of infection. Now, they did not, actually on that time they did not know about such mechanism. They only know that bacteriophage use bacterial cell for their reproduction, or they transfer how they reproduce. Obviously, there is copying of, just like animals, there is copying of their genetic material. One copy of their genetic material transfer into their offspring. Simply the method also used by the bacteriophage, the replication of genetic material takes place, and the copy of one set of chromosome transfer into their offspring. Simply the mechanism followed by the bacteriophage also. But the complication is that bacteriophages are viruses, those infect bacteria. So viruses only have the genetic code or that genetic material, either RNA or DNA, or that genetic material is surrounded by the protein code only. There is no such cell organelles are present, those synthesize protein or enzyme. No such protein, no such enzyme are present which replicate the DNA. So they use either bacterial cell for the replication of DNA genetic material, or plant or animal cell for their reproduction purpose. So that's why they infect the overall bacteria, plant or animal. The replication of genetic material takes place and the copy of one set of chromosome transferred into their offspring. Simply the mechanism followed by the bacteriophage also. But the complication is that bacteriophages are viruses, those infect bacteria. So viruses only have the genetic code or that genetic material, either RNA or DNA, or that genetic material is surrounded by the protein code only. There is no such cell organelles are present, those synthesize protein or enzyme. No such protein, no such enzyme are present which replicate the DNA. So they use either bacterial cell for the replication of DNA genetic material, or plant or animal cell for their reproduction purpose. So that's why they infect the overall bacteria, plant or animal. So bacteriophage actually use bacterial cell for their reproduction. So Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase in 1952 experiment on bacteriophage and their reproduction. So bacteriophage infect bacteria for their reproduction. So when they do reproduction, they transfer their genetic material into bacterial cell. Transfer their genetic material into bacterial cell. So they use such information about the bacteria. So how they reproduce, how they infect the bacterial cell for their reproduction, or use bacterial machinery for their reproduction. Because as we know, the viruses do not have cell organelle and other protein. They only possess a protein coat, which is a covering formed by protein or their genetic material. So here is their genetic material, DNA, or whatever the nucleic acid is. But bacteriophage are the viruses, those have the DNA molecule, or they transfer their DNA into bacterial cell, or use bacterial cell machinery of replication, or by the replication they increase their number, their genetic material, or because the genetic material have the information about the type of protein or that protein used in the formation of protein coat. So overall they only transfer their genetic material into bacteriophage. They use bacterial cell mechanism of replication, or through which they reproduce. So by which they reproduce. So overall this is the Now, when we are going to discuss about the culturing medium, the scientists Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase used the culturing medium in the culturing medium phosphate 32 phosphate atomic mass 32 or sulfur with 35 radioactive. Both are radioactive in nature. There is also radioactive in nature. Now, so how they use this mechanism for the identification of the genetic material, that the genetic material is DNA. They use the two culturing medium for the growth of bacteriophage. One culturing medium has the radioactive phosphorus and the second one contains the radioactive sulfur. For example, this one is the culturing medium, first type of culturing medium, and the second culturing medium. So what he used in the first type of culturing medium, he used radioactive sulfur. Radioactive sulfur. In the second type of culturing medium, he used radioactive phosphorus. So while working on the radioactive bacteriophages, they grew the bacteriophages into the medium of radioactive sulfur and the medium of radioactive phosphorus separately. So during this reason, they while working on these, during the growth, the bacteriophage have because he used the radioactive sulfur, so that's why the protein of bacteriophage only present in their cell membrane or cell coat. The cell coat or that protein is formed by the radioactive sulfur, because as we know, in the protein there are two amino acid which is formed by sulfur, which have the sulfur content or element. Cysteine or methionine, those have the sulfur element. Now, those who grew in the presence of radioactive sulfur have the sulfur in their protein. No such DNA. There is no element sulfur present in DNA. So, radioactive substance or the radioactive biomolecule only will be the protein molecule, because the protein contains sulfur. Now those bacteriophage, those grew in the medium of radioactive phosphorus, have their DNA radioactive, because the phosphorus is not present in protein molecule, only present in DNA. Whenever the synthesis takes place, the synthesis always have the DNA molecule, always have the DNA with radioactive phosphorus. Now, after the growth of these bacteriophage, they transfer these bacteriophage separately into two different bacteria, group of bacteria. When they transfer their for causing the infection onto bacteria, or the bacteriophage infect bacteria by transferring only their genetic material. Here is bacteriophage genetic material. They transfer their genetic material, but not the protein. Here is protein which contain the radioactive sulfur. Radioactive sulfur present only in protein, but not the DNA, because sulfur is not present in DNA. If present, so their DNA also have the sulfur, radioactive sulfur radioactive sulfur. But in the second experiment, what he did, in the second experiment, when the bacteriophage infect bacterial cell, they transfer again their genetic material into bacterial cell, or through the bacteria, then they transfer their genetic material into bacterial cell. They transfer only DNA, as we know. The phosphorus only present in DNA, not in the protein. So the DNA will be with phosphate. Will be phosphate. Now, after this experiment, then after blending, then centrifugation done. Centrifugation done. After the centrifugation, they identified that the DNA only have DNA which is present in the centrifugation, or which is obtained by the bacterial cell with normal condition. In normal condition, don't have the radioactivity. When he centrifused supernatant, he identified that only the protein will be radioactive, not the DNA. So they transfer such type of bacteria transfer into the bacterial cell. After the blending of bacterial cell, after infection, after the bacteriophage cause infection, what they identified? They identified normal DNA only, because the bacterial DNA is normal. So if the protein is transmitted by the bacteriophage, after the centrifugation process, they got protein from the bacterial cell. But there is no such element present in the centrifugation process, or after the centrifugation process, because the DNA which is present in the bacteriophage, or which is present in the bacteria also, are normal in condition. Because they use the radioactive sulfur group for the indication of protein molecule, but the protein is not transferred by the bacteriophage. Then what is the result of second experiment? When he did the second experiment, they observed that after the infection, when they include centrifugation, they obtain the radioactive DNA, but not the protein, because in the radioactive the phosphate is present. If protein is transmitted, protein is radioactive. Protein is a genetic material which is transmitted by the bacteriophage. So experiment A, by the experiment A, they got the protein molecule during the centrifugation process. But they got the centrifugation. After the centrifugation process, they got the DNA with phosphorus, radioactive phosphorus. So overall, this experiment suggests, Hershey and Martha Chase suggest the overall that the DNA is a genetic material. After their experiment by bacteriophage and bacteria, they concluded that the DNA is genetic material, because the overall main confusion is about the genetic material in between. What is the genetic material in between the protein and DNA? Because most of the scientists shown that the protein may also be a genetic material, but after this experiment they identified that DNA is genetic material, because the DNA is transferred by the bacteriophage. In such type of experiment, if the by the bacteriophage. So protein will be radioactive, but in such experiment the protein was normal. So that thus he identified that protein is normal, the normal protein, because bacteriophage have the radioactive protein. So such protein is not a protein of bacteriophage. This is the protein of E. coli. So does he differentiate in between the protein or in between the DNA of E. coli and bacteriophage? When he identified here the DNA is genetic material, because the E. coli also have the genetic material DNA, but their genetic material is normal genetic material, not the radioactive genetic material. How they differentiate in between the eukaryotic bacterial genetic material and bacteriophage genetic material? After the growth of these bacteriophage into the radioactive substance, when they grow the bacteriophage into radioactive substance, they identified the radioactive substance or phosphorus is only present in DNA, not in the protein. Because of this reason, because the DNA constituent are only the protein, or only the protein DNA is formed by the phosphorus and nitrogen. So thus he used the two different chemical, because the sulfur is not present in DNA and the phosphorus is not present in the protein. That's why he used the two different radioactive substance for the two different experiments, for the result of the what is genetic material, either protein or DNA. So they identified or concluded that the DNA is the genetic material through their experiment, because the DNA is transmitted by the bacteriophage only. So here is the overall about the experiment done by the Hershey and Martha Chase in 1952. While working on the bacteriophage, they give the genetic material. They give the data about the genetic material, and the genetic material is DNA. So overall, this is the experiment. In previous class, we have discussed about the transforming principle, or in next class we will again discuss about the transforming principle, because this is a radioactive substance or phosphorus is only present in DNA, not in the protein. Because of this reason, because the DNA constituent are only the protein, or only the protein DNA is formed by the phosphorus and nitrogen. So thus he used the two different chemical, because the sulfur is not present in DNA and the phosphorus is not present in the protein. That's why he used the two different radioactive substance for the two different experiments, for the result of the what is genetic material, either protein or DNA. So they identified or concluded that the DNA is the genetic material through their experiment, because the DNA is transmitted by the bacteriophage only. So here is the overall about the experiment done by the Hershey and Martha Chase in 1952. While working on the bacteriophage, they give the genetic material. They give the data about the genetic material, and the genetic material is DNA. So overall, this is the experiment. In previous class, we have discussed about the transforming principle, or in next class we will again discuss about the transforming principle, because this is related to the Hershey and Martha Chase and the biochemical characterization, which was given by the Colleen, Boswald and McCarthy in 1933 to 44. So overall, these are the experiments. In Griffith experiment in 1928, but he did not concluded that what is the genetic material or what is the transforming biochemical. Because of this reason, the DNA, because only three biochemicals are the major chemical, protein, RNA and DNA, but most of the confusion present in between the protein and DNA. So after this experiment, it is clear cut that DNA is the genetic material. here is the overall about the experiment. I hope you like this video. Keep listening and watching me. Thank you, students.